We admire them, we watch them daily, we revel in their lives, their vlogs, and sometimes their dating history. But YouTubers are human and definitely make mistakes, some slightly worse than others. So today on Top 5 Scary Videos, we're going to be discussing the scary times YouTubers went to jail. If you haven't already, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another scary vid. Also, make sure to stick around until the end of the video where I'll be reading out a few of your comments. Let's jump in.
Girls, all I've ever wanted was to love you and to be loved by you. I've wanted a girlfriend. I've wanted sex. I've wanted love, affection, adoration.
In at 5, Charles Ross. We're going to start with a somewhat funny one here, considering this list gets real dark real fast. In 2013, YouTube prankster Charles Ross, who has garnered over 1 million subscribers on his controversial channel, decided to take things to a higher and much more personal level. It was outside of a movie theater in Florida that Charles thought it appropriate to film himself giving strangers wedgies. Yes, wedgies. However, one victim of the pranksters pressed charges against the YouTuber, resulting in his arrest. He spent the night in jail and was released the next day on a $750 bond. However, not too long later in 2017, Charles was once again arrested for stealing stop signs, which, as we know, could have resulted in a lot of fatalities, so putting this guy away is a blessing for all of us. In at 4, Matthew Cordle. On September 3rd, 2013, Matthew Cordle received over 3 million views on his small YouTube channel, quickly becoming the most popular video he had uploaded. Now, the subject matter was what drew in his audience, and it's the subject matter that got him arrested. In the video titled "I Killed a Man," Cordle confesses to killing a man while driving drunk. He was ultimately arrested and pleaded guilty to the crime, which took place on June 22nd. He was sentenced to 6.5 years in prison and has a lifetime driving ban.
I ended up going the wrong way down the highway, directly into oncoming traffic, and I struck a car.
In at 3, Candy Johnson. Candy Johnson is a popular beauty guru on YouTube with nearly 4 million subscribers on her constantly growing channel. However, back in 2010, Candy was faced with 2 criminal charges: child endangerment and refusal to put her son in middle school. First occurred while she was on a business trip in LA, leaving her 12-year-old son home alone to fend for himself. Police that arrived at her house noted that it was almost unlivable, with plates and food covering nearly all of the surfaces. Candy pleaded guilty to both charges and was locked in the slammer for 90 days. However, to top things off, Candy asked her fans to pay for her court fees, and many believe the money she asked for was far more than what she needed, although this is unconfirmed. Though her channel is successful, she has lost a lot of fans and subscribers due to her criminal charges and scamming her fans out of thousands. In at 2, Trey Eric Sessler. A YouTuber with the name Lenscap Productions, a channel focusing on anime and video games, was arrested on March 20th, 2012 after police discovered his family had been brutally slain in their home. His mother, father, and brother from Waller, Texas were shot multiple times by Sessler, and writing was discovered all over the walls, citing his love for his family and God. Following his arrest, he admitted to the police that, I quote, he didn't want them to know about his upcoming Columbine-inspired massacre. Disgusting. Trey was charged with capital murder and has been serving a life sentence since August 2012. And finally, in at number 1, Elliot Rodger. Now, this one is slightly cheating considering the YouTuber didn't go to prison, but if he were still alive, he would certainly be locked up for the rest of his life with no possibility of parole. On May 23, 2014, Elliot Rodger killed 6 people and injured 14 in Isla Vista, California. The attacks only ending when Elliot killed himself inside of his vehicle near the University of California campus. The attack began when he took a knife to 3 men in his apartment, killing them all. Following that, he drove to a sorority house. However, he failed to gain access, resulting in him shooting 3 women outside, 2 of which died. He then drove by a deli, shooting 1 man inside. He then went on a shooting spree, killing any pedestrians he could find around the Isla Vista area. In the final showdown, Elliot exchanged gunfire with police. He received a non-fatal gunshot wound to the hip, and then he drove his car to a parking lot and shot himself in the head. After the first attack occurred inside of the apartment, Elliot uploaded a video to YouTube titled Elliot Rodger's Retribution. In it, he discussed his attack and his motives, and that he wished to punish women for rejecting him.
And I will slaughter every single spoiled, stuck-up, blonde slut
Well, there we have it. What did you guys think? Were there any YouTube criminals that we missed? Leave us all your thoughts and feelings in the comments down below, and perhaps we can do a part 2. Before I go though, I just want to read a few comments from one of our last videos, top 5 scenes that were cut from horror movies because they were too scary. Jennifer Perkins said, "Oh my god, who are these people writing the scripts and directing these movies? Time for a psych evaluation." Jennifer, I couldn't agree more. An evaluation is definitely needed, especially for all those who had any role in the Human Centipede franchise. That shit is fucked. Eclectic PKM said, "Lucy, really enjoying when you narrate a video. Keep bringing us all great content." Well, thank you very much. I'm a big lover of all things horror, so I'm glad you're appreciating the work. Captain Conquizo said, "If you feel the need to include a rape scene in your movie to splice it up, you're not writing a good movie." Right there with you. Unless it's pivotal for the narrative, there is no reason to include it, and certainly no reason for audiences to be made to watch it. I think that's a good place to leave it. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another scary vid. And until next time, see you later.